This has been going around. This has been making its round on social media. The 100 men versus one gorilla. I have to ask, what's your take? Who we got? Now, can I give it a little bit of extra context? Modern men. I'm not talking about men of the 70s and 60s.
Do the people want to be there? Meaning, if you have 100 men who are like, yo, I want to go participate in this, I think I got action, as opposed to you just throw 100 regular random men in the circle and everybody's not really with the cause. A couple people might run, a couple people, so it depends on if we have 100 men who are like, yo, I'm signing up for that, put me inside of that cage or that arena.
I like the way you're approaching this question. It does matter because, willingness.
Because you put me in there, I'm backing up. I'm backing up to the edge, and I'm trying to see what's going on when all of the smoke has cleared.
All the smoke is not going to clear. You got to get taken out for the smoke to clear.
Well, if I'm the last one left, let's call the game off. Let's call it off. I waved the white flag. I didn't want to be here in the first place.
Oh, my goodness. Well, let's just say that it's 100 men who think they are capable.
Okay. So this is how things can go, right?
No. Answer the question. Who you got?
I don't know, because I feel like if we have because the reason why I asked do they want to be there, right? Because the first 5 to 10 guys who approach, right, it's ugly. And that's, and the other 90, now this is where we figure out who wants to be here. But I do believe if everyone circles the gorilla, all 100 men, and you all rush at the same time, we got action. No? At all?
He's gonna swing his hand and knock everybody.
No, he's not. He only can do 5 people like that. He can do 5 guys fall. Listen.
When they fall,
as he's here with the first 5, there's 15 people here and behind.
15 people.
We're taking the 100 men and we're circling them around the right. So now he's encapsulated. Right when the frontal lobe rushes him, they're gone. Sacrifice. They're good. Listen, thank you for your services. Sacrificial lamb. Listen, somebody had to go, and listen, when this is over, we're going to pull one up for you. You don't worry about nothing. Your picture going on the wall.
Immediately.
Come on, rest in peace, you. People going to be putting stuff on you. Yeah.
They're going to name streets after you and all that.
Come on, listen, you're part of the money going to your family.
For sure.
We got you.
We got you on that.
Those first 5 to 10?
Out.
Concussed. Everybody concussed, right? But as this is happening, we have people from the left, right, and the back who are here. They here. And
so you're going with the 100 men?
The way I'm feeling right now?
100 men.
If we do it my way.
Everybody there wants to be there.
But we're going to do it my way in my game plan. Yeah, we got it.
So when you guys get on him, what's going to happen from the back? You're going to choke him?
You're right. Good question. So, because I don't think no one, they're not like punching him to death. I don't think that's happening. I don't even think they're going to wound him as they're hitting him. Hold on.
His skin is thick.
They say a gorilla could bench press 2,400 pounds.
His bite is like 13 something.
1,300 PSI.
Yeah, something.
I saw that too.
It's breaking your bones immediately.
He's. You think he biting or he going from the shoulders?
He could probably box. He could literally probably. He's not doing it.
He's not doing it.
He may not be It might not be no form to it, but if he socks you in your face, bro,
they don't jab in the wild.
Even if he whacks your jawbone, it's going to collapse.
The first 5 to 10 concussed. No. The other 15 around him, though, and then so you don't think we could all get on top of him and suffocate him?
What? How?
And suffocate him?
Okay, how?
The first 10 to 20
with your hands,
gone.
With your bare hands.
No, we're gonna all lay on him, like how the bees suffocate.
No.
It can happen.
No, I can't. No.
We're all gonna be on top of him, and he can't get out. He can't. He ain't that strong.
I think he is. I don't think you guys could take
it. You're telling me
so
right
you're
now?
Okay,
so you're telling me right now 100 Shaquille O'Neals can't take the gorilla?
But you don't have 100 Shaquille O'Neals, though. You have to go based off of the average select of men who want to be there.
So first of all, if we're doing by willingness of people who want to be there, 100 skinny and frimpy men, they not signing up. Yeah, everybody who's signing up, sure, they got listen, well, if you sign up looking like that, we don't want you, sir.
You don't want to
No. Thank you for your services. We're going to pass. We want UFC fighters in here.
That's fine. Even if you get the most fit.
Listen, now if you get some people who know some type of martial arts, now they're not just trying to suffocate. When they all grab, they pull an arm, cracking bones.
So you're going
I like our
100
chances. Listen, a few things have to happen here for us to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pick the roster.
Okay.
The 100 men. Let me pick that. My game plan.
Uh-huh.
The 2 I just gave up, I'll figure something else out, maybe, okay. Or I'll use that or fine-tune those. My roster, my game plan. Can I pick the gorilla?
No, it's just a silverback gorilla.
And
at his prime.
You didn't say that at the beginning, though. You didn't say that.
You
didn't say that at the beginning.
So you want to get a grandpa?
An old one? Not a prime, though. Not a prime.
Okay, it can be a baby.
You know who,
So if it's not in his prime, so he's middle-aged.
You know my boy, what's my boy name? See, you know my boy Caesar?
Chavez? Caesar?
From Planet of the Apes.
I don't watch movies. Names. You keep asking me about movies.
Listen, tap in.
I'll read books.
You can pick who you want. Prime age. Give me roster. I can pick and give me what else I wanted? Game plan and give me environment.
Where would you find you're gonna just bring a gorilla from the?
No, I'm saying I don't want to put him in the jungle. We're gonna put him in close. Let me pick the environment. Sure. I'll figure that out too. Okay. And we got you. Yeah.
I don't think it's possible.
You all right?
Okay, I think that the gorilla is just now the only thing that you guys have.
Have you studied a gorilla?
I have not studied a gorilla, but if the only thing that they have is going to be stamina, I think that's where I think if you are going to win. If you are going to win, I think it's going to be based on stamina.
And brains. Like I said, if we pick UFC fighters or people of the martial arts.
Their brains? The UFC fighters' brains?
I'm saying, but what I'm saying is like, we're going to be able to like pull limbs, break limbs. We own him. Listen, sign us up. Them. Let me
You're just the captain.
Yeah, I'm
just telling people what to do.
I'm a watch. I'm a quarterback it.
Okay, I think if they are to win, I don't think 100 modern day men.
That's why I'm on roster.
But you can't pick people from who are deceased.
Nah, I got pick. There's a billion people right now. You think I can find 100?
Okay, you can find 100.
Give me some Samoans too. Yeah, okay. You know they big. Okay. Pause. They thick. Pause.
Big. Okay, fair enough. I don't think that's possible. I think that the gorilla is going to swipe.
Ye of little faith.
I feel like he's going to swipe, even if he swipes 10 times.
He only got one swipe? Listen, these are 100 men who are actively, they on it, right? The only way those swipes and all, he get that off if people are scared. When he swipes, it's like, oh, hold on.
I mean, you might be willing, but you still be scared when you pull up.
But he won't have the space to do so. You get what I'm saying?
So you're just going to walk up on him.
But this game, we're going to run up on him.
You're going to run up on him.
At full speed.
Full speed.
Everyone together.
Okay.
Let's go.
And tackle him.
Among other things. And when we get him down, his
you gonna punch him.
Is cooked. No, we're gonna break things. That's why we need fighters.
So you think you okay? So you
telling
confident.
Me right now?
Wait, hold on.
I'm gonna give you an example. Mm-hmm. Right now, they have him on the floor. Someone has his leg. You think if they don't pull back hard, they're gonna snap his limb? Why not? He got bones that break.
I know, but I don't know if they're strong enough to break that.
Of course they are. He ain't got no elephant bones or what's the one? Mammoth bones. He could go. Listen, they're our cousin. Their bones break.
They are thick. Like I'm telling you, his thigh.
Demonstrate.
His thigh is like. Let me see.
Listen, thighs ain't that big. You're telling me right now? Look, you're telling me right now that if two guys have his arm like this,
you guys would be straddled each other doing it?
No, on the side, like my leg here, his leg here.
I'm here.
Listen, I'm here. He's here. This is the gorilla arm, and we're snapping it back. He's cooked. One arm down, and then he done.
I think he's going to lift you guys. I think he would lift you up, and yes, I think he would lift you up.
No, what's working for us is we have leverage, and it's 2-on-1. He might curl us though. He might curl us though. I didn't think of that.
He's going to curl you. Because no more than 2 men can do that at a time. You can't have 10 men doing that. So listen, you're gonna get around. If you can get around his arm and position yourself. Leverage. He's not just.
But it's not just this. He has to focus on. This arm is getting pulled.
And then this person
somebody over here, somebody at the legs. It's up. It's up. I'm telling you.
Maybe.
And this is a no rules fight, right?
Huh?
This is a no rules fight.
There's no weapons. It's just physical strength.
They have testicles?
Do they?
I don't know. Grab them.
Okay.
It's a survival. Trying to make it out alive.
He could grab yours too.
That's and again, I told you before, the brains.
You're saying that gorillas have small brains?
No, we're like, we know how to maneuver and do things. He's not thinking of grabbing nobody's balls. Pause. He's not thinking of that. He's not thinking like, oh, I can just twirl around for 10 seconds swinging my arms and I can back him up off me. He ain't doing that. He's all primal instinct. That's it. Getting whooped on.
Gorillas are considered highly intelligent primates, demonstrating cognitive abilities that include problem-solving, tool use, memory, and social intelligence.
That's what they're talking about is the ones in the lab. They ain't talking about the ones in the wild.
That's not what that says.
That's not what they're talking about. The ones in the wild?
They're gorillas.
Nah.
We don't have gorillas in labs.
They are? What you mean? They in the lab right now, currently.
How many?
I don't know.
Not as many as are in the wild.
That's true.
So but they're going based off of the ones.
They're not smart like that. You're giving them too much credit.
I'm telling you.
They're intelligent based on the level of intelligence a monkey can have. They're not intelligent like us. You have to teach them and all that. You
have to teach humans.
But that's a part of our makeup. No one teaches a gorilla.
You don't teach a human. No, I don't agree. If you don't teach a human something, how will they learn?
What I'm saying is teaching is a part of the human structure.
Yes.
You grow up, you go to school.
Yes.
They're not going to no school. They're outside, hanging out.
Problem solving.
No. Problem solving what?
Survival.
All they know is when it get cold here, let's go here where it's warm.
He's bugging. We're not going to do that.
You're giving them too much credit.
You're not giving them enough credit.
They don't deserve it.
But it says here that gorillas are considered highly intelligent primates.
That's on Wikipedia?
Let me see.
You could type that in yourself, right?
It's not on Wiki. I know. Yes, you can enter information into Wikipedia, but it's not on Wikipedia.
Listen, give me my roster, my game plan, and my arena. He's cooked. And you don't even got to give me my arena if you don't want to. Put him in the forest where he can problem solve and he has all the tools he could use. It's time out. If the gorilla uses a weapon, we could weaponize.
No weapons. Okay, so this article cites gorillas are excellent problem solvers. In captivity, they have been observed figuring out how to...
I just told you that.
Can I finish reading it?
But go ahead. In captivity, though.
The
lab.
Captivity is not a lab.
That means, they're not in the lab, captivity. But they're in somewhere where someone's teaching them and they're interacting with them. And humans count the bars, put the shapes together. That's how they problem solve. They're not out there in the wild problem solving nothing.
Okay, fair enough. Can I finish?
Go ahead.
In captivity, they've been observed figuring out how to unlock gates or solve puzzles to access food. Their ability to plate, strategize, and manipulate objects to achieve a goal shows their high level of cognitive function. What I will say is you wouldn't be able to observe them in the wild, right? Because you'd have to live out there. And
They have people out there. You saw the video where the gorilla just grabbed the man and walked with him?
They're not living.
And can I point one more thing you just said? You said that they are problem solving for their food. You don't think after 1 or 2 days of going hungry, they're going to figure out this problem?
That's how... What is the point of why you're making that point?
Because they're hungry, so they're going to figure out the problem.
What does it matter what motivates you?
My overall problem, my overall, however you want to say it, is those are in captivity. My point was solved before you even read all that.
Okay, so help me understand why them being in captivity.
Because the human being is working with them, right? So it's giving them the pieces of the puzzle to solve, and they teach them how to put the pieces together and solve the puzzle.
What do you mean they teach them?
They're giving them, you never seen the videos?
I know what you're saying.
They give them shapes, right? So, for example, one of the things they'll do for them is they'll give them circles, rectangles, or squares, and triangles, right? Then they'll put those shapes on the little board and tell them to push the shapes through of the little the cutouts, right?
Fair.
So that's how they teach them, and that's how they have cognitive and problem-solving ability.
But this doesn't say that they were being taught. It just says that in captivity, they've been observed solving these problems.
But who's giving them the problems to solve?
What if they put a lock there and a key there and they figured it out?
But even so, right? If you give me a lock and a key, I'm not going to look at it one day like, okay, this goes into this.
So
but
what I don't understand the point you're making.
And what I'm saying is a human is giving them those tools to figure problems out.
So you're saying that in the wild, they wouldn't be able to solve problems because they're in the wild?
and no one's giving them and helping them out. I'm not saying they can't solve problems. What I'm saying is you cited that as like they solve problems and he'll be in the fight with us like, hold on, let me problem solve. 3 are coming from here, 3 are coming from here, 3 are coming from... He ain't doing all that. He ain't doing...
Why not?
Because that's not what... Again, the problem
if they can figure it out in captivity.
That's because we're helping them.
Okay, let's just say they're in captivity.
We're helping them.
Okay, let's say they're not in captivity. They're in the wild.
No one's helping them.
What do you mean? Okay.
No one's coaxing them.
Okay, so let's just say it's things in the wild, in the environment. They can problem solve out there as well. I'm just saying
know how to do is go from the north to the south when it's cold.
Okay.
When winter is here,
so you got 100 men.
Or they may know how to put the stick in the anthill, pull off the ants, lick the stick.
That's not problem solving to you? They're learning how to eat. There are men today who can't figure out how to make money so they can eat.
What I'm saying is he's not in the fight problem solving. Guaranteed.
I don't understand why you would think that. You just think that his brain just turned off because he's fighting.
Too much going on.
Oh, you guys can't do two things at once?
He can't. Guaranteed. He's not trained for that.
Well, this is a debate that's going on social media.
Give me 100 Green Berets.
What is those like fighters?
Elite force.
Fighters. Okay.
Elite force.
Well, you heard EO. He's going for 100 men. His men, his strategy.
And
his strategy in his environment, and he has 100 men. You know what? He might. If in that scenario, he might win.
Ain't no might.
But I think just 100 random sample of men.
They cooked. Me and Drew, we cooked. Me and Drew cooked. Yeah, for sure. We done. Art, you done. We done.
Everybody's done. No, I definitely think like just a random selection of men. I don't think they would be able to. But if we're looking at EO's scenario, it's probably likely that they would have a chance. I don't know if they're gonna win. It's gonna go down to. How much of a chance we got? I would say.
On a percentage of 1
like a 40% chance.
Too low. That's too low. We got a good 78%.
Nah, I don't think so.
He's cooked.
I don't think so. Okay.
And we might look up on the gorilla they give us. That matters.
That does matter. It does. If he's in his prime, you guys are.
And what if they find like they're just the biggest, toughest gorilla around?
I know.
6'7", ready to rumble.
He's looking. You guys are looking up at him. He's looking down on y'all.
He's like, I've been hearing y'all talking on these vlogs. Let me line it up.
Because once he hits you, your chest, he's knocking the wind out of your chest.
Kill you.
He's gonna kill you.
If he hits you, he can literally take your head off his shoulders.
I know. That's terrible. I wouldn't want to do that.
5 to 20.
Are
rest
gone.
in peace.